Hey everyone, I am your fave nurse B. Thanks for coming back to my channel. In today's video, I'm super excited to be doing a series of videos with Victoria, a nurse practitioner. She is also a nurse entrepreneur, and she has a YouTube channel called The Secret Cocktail, where she shows you all how to start your own CNA schools, and she also offers mentoring as well. So go check out her channel. But this is the first video in a series of videos where we talk about nurse entrepreneurship, talk about her business, talk about why we left bedside, and also we're going to be doing a video talking about her as a nurse practitioner. So we're going to be answering some of your questions. So leave that in the comment section. I hope you all enjoy this series. Make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications so that you will not miss out. All right, you all. I hope you enjoy this video.
So I'm Victoria Randall, exactly as she stated. I'm a family nurse practitioner, and I've been in nursing for 12 years now, I think. Yeah, 12 years, and 7 years before that, I was a CNA. So all I know is eat, breathe, and sleep nursing.
Can you give us a little information about your channel?
Yeah, so we focus in on nurse entrepreneurship, specifically by way through CNA schools. So I teach, everything you can think of, from opening regulations, because CNA schools are federally regulated. So what type of regulations you have to abide by, who can own a school, things you need to consider when owning a CNA school. From A to Z. Very robust channel, a lot of information there.
Wow, that's really good, because there's like no information out there. So
no, girl,
I don't like that.
Yeah, so when I started my CNA school back in 2015, when I was getting started, there was like no information. No one wanted to share anything, and you had a few people, but they can't take you by the hand and walk you through everything, because it is very tedious initially. So it was like nothing out there virtually. And so I started my channel to help people like myself. And I come to find out there's a whole lot of us.
Okay, you all. So if you don't know me, you don't know anything about my channel, I am an LPN. Before becoming an LPN, I was a nurse for a CNA for about 2 years. I've been an LPN for has it almost been 5 years? And recently, about a year ago, I stopped working bedside to be at home with my 2 children. I have a 2-year-old and a 9-month-old. So I was like, let me focus on them. And now I do YouTube and nurse influencer full time. So that's me in a nutshell.
I think that that's cool, because there's so many nurses that don't even realize that YouTube is a huge avenue for them to utilize to showcase their expertise. Like,
right.
I just did mine playing around and it blew up. So I was like, wow. In a matter, I've only been doing it for a year now, and it's done very well within that year. You started when?
I started YouTube 4 years ago. I have another YouTube channel that I started way back in the day, like a decade ago, when YouTube first came out. My actual nursing channel, I started it because it was so many people, like you said, that wanted to know something. So they came to me like, how do I start school? How do I do this? And I saw so many women at my job breaking their back. A lot of them were the only breadwinners of their household, just breaking their back, making CNA pay. And it's really low here in Missouri. And I was like, just go to school for 1 year and you'll be making almost double your salary, or people just not believing in themselves, or they need the information, or they need the encouragement. So that's why I started, to really motivate people and give people the information, to go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah, because even navigating nursing is confusing as hell. There's LPN, there's associate's nurse, there's bachelor's nurse, and even when I got done with my bachelor's, I still didn't understand what my master's level options were. And I've been through all that school and I still didn't know. So nursing can be very, very confusing when you're trying to navigate it and figure out which way is the best way for you. So I think what you're doing is awesome.
Thank you. So let's get to this video. I want to know, when did you leave bedside? Because I know a lot of people are like, you're a nurse practitioner, you can be doing this, you can be doing that. Everybody wants to become an NP nowadays. Like, everybody.
I know.
Go from not being in nursing school and just jump into NP. They don't care, no clinical experience, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the new thing nowadays. So what was that biggest thing that made you go from being an NP, working in clinical setting, to going on your own?
I'm going to try to make this real succinct. I'm going to try. Okay. But, as an RN, I was initially working at the bedside, and I never thought I would want to leave bedside, but I was having a lot of problems with the way leadership was doing things, And I was like, well, maybe if I got in leadership, you know, I could advocate for nurses and I could advocate for my patients. So let me, you know, and then I got into leadership and then I was like, oh, y'all think I'm just going to do what y'all tell me to? Oh, no, that's not how any of this go either. So then I was like, okay, leadership isn't working for me because I'm very headstrong and I advocate like for, not only for my patients, but for my staff. You know, I'm going to speak up on their behalf. And a lot of people, sometimes they don't like that because it's the business, you know? So then I was like, okay, well, I miss my patients. What you making that face for?
I agree. I'm like, let me let her talk because I agree.
Yeah, it can be rough when you're in leadership, nursing, real rough. But we can talk about that.
That's a whole other video.
Yes. So, but, you know, and then I miss my patients and I realized how much I miss them. And I was like, well, you know what? Let me go back and become a nurse practitioner and I can get my patients and I can get out of this hospital. Like I can go outpatient and I don't have to be breaking my back at the bedside. Let me do this. So then I did that. And then, you know, and I still love it. I still love it. And as a matter of fact, I practice probably like 2 or 3 days a month.
Oh, okay.
I do. Just to keep, you know, my licensing up and everything like that. But I got bit by the entrepreneurship bug. I got bit by wanting to have my own business and wanting to have autonomy in choosing how things are going to move, how things are going to flow, how I want things. If I see a problem, I can fix it the way I want to fix it. And I don't have to wait on all these processes and all these different things. And so that's why I decided, you know, nurse entrepreneurship and moving this direction was made for me.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's like when I was working, because I worked in a nursing home and I was at the same nursing home that I worked at as a CNA. And you know how they go. They don't want to pay you for real. They still see you as that same CNA.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
It is what it is. I love my patients, but the politics of it. And I just noticed every day I was going to work, I was complaining every single day. And I was becoming somebody that I'm like, this is not me. Like, this is not me complaining all the time. He didn't do this, she didn't do that. Management sucks. Like, I was like, I don't have to be here. And that's the beauty of being a nurse. You don't have to be there. They need you more than you need them.
Yeah.
And if you want to go on your own, you definitely can do it. That's like I have a video talking about the top 5 reasons or whatever why you should be a nurse in 2020. And one of the main reasons is nurse entrepreneurship or the nursepreneur.
Yeah.
Because that's the internet is here. You can do it like that.
You can do it. Let me tell you something. As a nurse, we have such a unique expertise that translates over into business and we don't even recognize it. We don't even know it. And a lot of nurses are always reaching out to me like, I want to be, you know, I want to have my own business, but I don't know what to do. I'm like, girl, you're a nurse. We solve so many problems. Think about the nurse that was like using, like something didn't work at work, right? Like some type of equipment was broken and they found a way to like put it together and make it work. Right. Or, you know, I'm serious. Like that's ingenuity. Being innovative, like finding a solution to a engineering problem. That's a nursepreneur option. Seriously, you know how many organizations would love for you to come into their hospital or their facility and try to figure out how to make things flow better, how to make things work better. I mean, there's all types of nurse entrepreneurship ideas you can come up with just based off your expertise alone.
Yeah, and when people hear nurse, they automatically trust you as a nurse, and they
Thank you.
Competent. They know you're competent. They just automatically.
Yep. Feel that way. American Nurses Association, for the 18th year in a row, we have been named the most honest and trustworthy profession. Yep.
Ain't that something? But then when you work with some folks now. You be like, I don't know about this. Some of my coworkers now. I definitely feel that way. I've always felt that way about nursing, and people say it all the time. How long has it been since you left bedside nursing full time?
Full time, left bedside nursing. My last position was as a nurse practitioner working in an urgent care clinic, and I was part time. I'm trying to remember. What was I? I was part time at the time, and that was officially a little over a year ago now. So I've been like away from the bedside for a year now. And full time. And it has been the most, oh my God, it's been awesome. I just feel free. I feel autonomous. I feel empowered. I feel, it was scary now. It was scary when you got that check and you like, all I gotta do is just work, one more shift and I can go get that,
Yeah.
But to move away from that and now, but here's why I decided I should do it. And let me tell you something. If you doubt yourself, like whoever's watching this right now, if you doubt yourself, let me tell you something. Yes, you have that guaranteed check and all you gotta do is work one extra shift or two extra shifts. You can have a little bit more, but can you imagine not even having a cap period? Can you imagine that? Like maybe your cap is 100,000 with overtime, but can you imagine bringing home 300,000 one year? Then the next year 500? You can't do that on the floor at bedside. You can't. Now you can utilize the bedside to get expertise to move into nurse entrepreneurship if that's what you want to do. But what I told myself was there ain't no cap with what I'm doing. There's none. So that's how I sleep at night.
Write that down. There ain't no cap for what I'm doing.
No cap.